Yeah, have a great night. Thanks.
I like that the line that got the biggest laugh of the evening was just Gwen saying Ainsley. Which one of you 4 identical copies is Ainsley? On the far left, Ainsley, is that your first or last name? Because I swear to God, I'm too old to know. It's your, what the, Ainsley? Johnson was not available? Hold on. You couldn't have been Brit. What's your last name, Ainsley? Watkins. Ainsley Watkins. How much do your parents like to smell their own farts? That's what I'm wondering. Ainsley Watkins. You are going to be a manager at a Starbucks somewhere in San Francisco. I'm so excited for that. Ainsley. Do you know where you're going in life? Or are you wandering around aimlessly, Ainsley? I'm curious. What do people call you?
I really want to
Just Ainsley? They haven't changed it to Ains? Or just Lee? It's just Ainsley. By the way, my hands on my forehead, not because like I want to see you, it's because I'm in shock. I didn't know that was a name that was possible. If I fuck up and don't pull out in time, I'm not gonna get Bruce. It's so different from Ainsley. Really quick, does anyone have a weird name better than Ainsley
in this crowd
amongst the sorority seats? Ainsley, you are the queen of the crowd. You are the belle of the ball, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, round of applause for the water witch Ainsley. She's doing awesome. Okay, are you guys ready for your next comedian? Yeah. All right, this guy I'm excited to bring on stage.
No.
Most of you have already heard him throughout the evening. He's also a guy that's been on the radio in Key West for 15 years.
fucking years.
His wife tried to show me her tits earlier. I just couldn't see them. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the Reverend Gweko. Has anyone tried the sangria? You girls, you're not drinking? Oh. Is that all water? Another round of water for the girls up front. I don't do this. I said that when I came in. I like to hide behind a microphone. Oh, not these lights. I like to hide behind a microphone and talk shit to people. Similar to what Gwen Fielsa does. She's a journalist. Not my favorite comedian, not my favorite journalist, but thank you for putting me up right after her. This will make sense later. Yeah, I've been on the radio 15 years, 5 different stations. Every 10 years I like to switch. So it's only been 3. We started something called Key West.fm. It's real radio for real people. It's all Key West music. You can take Key West home and you can't see them. Oh, I need a hat. Look at you all, you're all beautiful. Drinking water. Okay, so Ainsley down, no one's getting away tonight. I'm just... Well, okay, maybe you are. You have plans for later this evening. Thank God. That's my girlfriend of 11 years over there trying to hiding, not flashing her tits. She just got off of a whirlwind tour, 10 days in New Orleans with our friends, Captain Pickle, Mrs. Pickle, and Mrs. Pickle's son, David. He's up next, I'm sure. I want to say so many funny things tonight, but I'm not a comedian. I'm like a radio DJ that hides in the dark. And here we are on stage. Why are there 2 sinks in the men's room? Let's go back to this. Last time I was in this, well, I've been here a couple times for the comedy. Thank you guys for keeping comedy alive. When I came to Key West 20 years ago, we had to go to the roof of La Concha to a comedy club to see somebody have funny. Not my dreams and hopes, but when I was last here as an event, this was Coasters. Louis C. Rock, and no one that's not here knows him, did this thing called a coaster ride in this bathroom, in this venue. And one night we were dragged out here as a radio show with the X 104.9 to interview. Oh, it got better. Anybody know Ron Jeremy?
Yeah.
Okay. You looked up. There's Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay, so we interviewed Ron Jeremy on the porch with my co-host that he took in the bathroom and showed her how to pump up his penis. I don't know if that's what old people do, but the highlight of the night was Mary Carey. Does anyone know Mary Carey? Also a porn star? I hang out with porn stars.
Yes.
Mary Carey, okay. Mary Carey ran for governor of California and lost, but she flew down to Key West to be at this lovely event. Oh, I forget what it was called. The fake Hugh Hefner was here. Ron Jeremy was here. He just had a new rum come out before he got, put into prison forever. And the other one was Mary Carey got so high on the plane. I don't know what they give porno stars on the way from LA to Key West. I imagine Xanax, lots of it, maybe some Valium on the side. She was so freaking high, they tried to throw off the plane from Miami to Key West. But she got here, and her luggage, which is a miracle, and they put her, me, and Ron Jeremy out front of this establishment live on the radio. How many bad choices were made in that one night? I can't even think of it. Then me and Ron went out signing, well, you girls, breastises. Ron loved to sign. Ron Jeremy did it very quickly with a Sharpie, and a lot of girls never washed it off. Some girls actually had it tattooed in. Big mistake. Watch out what kind of stuff you tattoo on your body. I'm just saying, look, nothing. I got nothing. It won't be comedy. Oh, what are you flashing me? You dirty bastard. I'm gonna buy you a Bud Light. I promised when I got in. I also swore to God that I was not coming up here on the stage and talking to any of these girls, but I did it. All right, I got so much funny stuff to give you. I can't even think of my 20 years in Key West without thinking this was probably the lowest moment of my life. Try the sangria, it'll help.
Gary!
Ask everybody! I'm going to hell.
Your wife walked out during you said.
Fuck me, I'm not getting laid.
Radio for 15 years and he can still only afford camo cargo shorts. All right, how are we feeling, ladies and gentlemen, now? Oh, I'm so excited. Gary's been here for 15 years. Let's hear from somebody that's only been here recently. Hey, Gary, you've shown that silence is your purview. So make sure that you give the same respect everybody gave to you for this next guy getting on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, he just recently moved to Key West, and this is super interesting. He moved here, Gary, I stated something earlier, make sure you're ready to buy it. He stated this guy moved here from a cult in Oklahoma. Yeah, dude. Super interesting. He's coming down to Key West to reclaim his creative side. I think this guy has been working harder than most people in comedy tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the awesome Caleb Hogan.
Goddamn.
Hello, everybody. Hi, young people. They have really interacted with you tonight. You have done great, though. Thank you for being here. So I'm going to be really nice to you. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it. We're glad you're here. Statistically, based on how long you've been alive and your experiences, I promise you there are fewer cases of herpes in those seats than we normally have, by far. So thank you for being here. So you guys are on spring break, right? Yeah, cool. The people behind you have been on constant spring break for 50 years. They behave as such. Oh my goodness. So, there are no old people in Key West, by the way. There are only people who have been young for decades and decades and decades. So I did grow up in a cult in Oklahoma. Everything was pretty normal until I turned 13, the age of accountability. At that point, you had to confess your sins to an elder in the church with a particular emphasis on whether or not I had been touching myself that week. It was every bit as uncomfortable for me as you're feeling right now, let me tell you. It would go something like this: Elder Loman, I committed a sin of the flesh this week. I had a lustful dream. He would say, well, tell me about it. I said, well, there were all these beautiful women in it, and they were in various, states of undress. And he would say more. And I would say, well, then I woke up and things were already starting to happen. And sir, what can I do to find forgiveness for this? And he was never any help. He would always say something like, oh, bring me a towel. He gave a whole new definition to man of the cloth, if you know what I mean. So it was. I'll never forget when the scandal broke. Actually, I was the only boy in my church that he never laid a hand on. And I said that from stage one night, and the lady yelled back, "Thank you for your service." Oh, ma'am, I was of no service in this case. I'm very glad for it. Oh my goodness, yeah, but all my friends, everyone my age came forward with these terrible stories. I alone escaped. I know what you're thinking, and I agree. That's a shitty way to find out you're uglier than all your friends, isn't it? Oh my God! I mean, what about me? I'm not saying I wanted the whole enchilada, but a little heavy petting for validation wouldn't hurt anything, would it? Elder Loman? It's like that old saying, always the bridesmaid. So, my birthday is tomorrow, you guys. I'm 39 years old tomorrow. I like women. No, I look amazing. Thank you. And it's gotten me to thinking a lot about life and goals. And so I know you guys aren't going to be able to relate, but I'm just going to try to give you kind of a preview of what's coming, right? Because what I've found is that in life, your ambitions and your goals change. You guys are still young enough. We all remember when we still had hope that we would find out we're like a